Novelette,
You're
Novelette, I'm
going
going to
to.
send you the video that Norma just sent me.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, send it so I can play it on here too.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. For the plant calcium, we really, really need to be on this product. So let's go through here. Let me lower Miss Norma's hand. Um, lower hand. You didn't raise your hands again, right, Miss Norma? So guys, this is why we need this product here. All the benefits here. And let me tell you, when you take this product, if you have, a lot of people as they get older, they start having what they call the Charlie horses, or where you cramp up at night, achy bones, the list goes on and on and on. Well, once you start taking this, all that goes away. And funny enough, I was speaking to Dr. Joy the other day, and she said, when you have certain health challenges, you need to be taking like 6 of these a day. And I was like, oh my gosh. She said, you take 6 and you'll be amazed at the results. So the most I've ever taken is 2. And I take my 2 at night. So guys, get on this plant calcium. And let's go down. Maria just covered some of it. So we're seeing what's in it here. Manganese, and it's showing you what it's good for here. So it covers, and I hope hopefully you guys are going through your website and just really taking a look at the products and what it is that they show you, the features and what it is that they're good for, the basic, and then you can go look up the rest. But in here it's telling you what it's good for. Need to start healthy, essential to process the body, including regulating muscle, nerve function, blood sugar level. See that, guys? A lot of people are dealing with blood sugar challenge, blood pressure, and making protein, bone, and your DNA. Then it goes down to the D. It has D in there, which we already know most of us were deficient in D. Give me a moment, let me close this door.
Yes, and that, especially people of color, we don't have
Exactly.
enough vitamin D.
Mm-hmm.
While we come down with some diseases that we come down with, like high blood pressure and diabetes and cancer, we don't have enough vitamin D, D3.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because this is an extra way to get it. We also have our vitamin D supplement, but this
Yeah.
is extra. You
Mm.
can't get too much vitamin D,
No, you
especially
shouldn't.
if you're of African descent. You cannot get too much.
You need to be on it because our demographic, unfortunately, somehow it has reversed, and we have the most health challenges. It was never that way before. I don't know what happened. Well, the introduction of fast food in the community and a lot of other, we're heavily marketed to with food, and they know we like food
And
and
products,
yep, and
you know.
it's taking us out. So guys, this D here is very, very helpful, as Maria just covered. And also, again, it shows here blood pressure. So when you're taking this, you're taking your hemoheme, you're taking the vitamin D, you're exercising, you're drinking water. You see how all these products come together and they're helping to restore your health, not maintain your health. Because the longer we stay on these blood pressure medication, blood thinner, diabetes medication, it's ravishing our bodies. And as we get older, the body starts to break down. Now we're coming up with heart issue and cancer and blockages and you name it. Those medications ravish the body over a long period of time. People say, oh, I've been on them for 10, 15, 20 years. You can't see what those medications are doing to your body. And people are so proud to say, oh, I'm good. I'm maintaining my diabetes. And please don't claim it. It is not your diabetes, because when you claim it, it's not going to go anywhere. When you put a claim on something, you're taking possession of it. Push the mesh back.
You know what's so sad, Novelette?
Uh-huh.
It's really sad that people are in love with their doctors so much to the extent that they put their life in their hands. They forget about their own ability to think.
Yes.
They forget about, eating natural foods, and the doctors, God bless doctors. I love doctors. I got doctors in my family, but we can't just rely solely on what they say, especially because we know that the medical business is being driven by, it's monetarily driven. It's a business, and they're trained to dispense drugs. They're also trained to do our blood work and to set our bones if we break them and things like that, and to administer different tests. But you have to take your health into your own hands, because the chemicals that these pharmaceutical drug companies have made the medical industry give to people. Otherwise, they'll ostracize them and they'll lose their licenses if they start giving them if they start recommending the things from nature. But the companies, these pharmaceutical companies, they have become billionaires, zillionaires off of the health of the people. So don't be so in love with your doctor. Love your doctor with the love of Christ. But you got to depend and look to your own, go back to nature. Go back to nature. God gave us everything to heal us. And it doesn't come in a laboratory. It grows on trees and in bushes, and grows out of the ground and herbs.
Miss Novelette?
Yes.
You said something a while ago, and it leads me to ask this question. Is diabetes or any other disease things to be maintained, or are they something to get rid of? I'm just wondering, when people say that.
No sickness is to be maintained.
Exactly.
It is not natural for your body to be in that state. Any type of sickness is not natural for your body. There's a reason why your body is out of alignment. So the idea is to get rid of it, not to maintain it and have it year in, year out, because anything you have year in, year out, eventually it's going to become worse than it actually is at first, because we're all taking these prescription drugs. These prescription drugs do not reverse the problem. So it's just a Band-Aid. Okay, someone has high blood pressure. You get up in the morning, your blood pressure is normal. Later on, the blood pressure goes up, and you run and you take that blood pressure medication, and you say, oh, my blood pressure went back down. And you feel great because it's back and it's normal. But it didn't fix the problem. That's just a Band-Aid. The pill reversed the pressure. But the root cause of the problem is still there. It's not being addressed. So if you don't address the problem, it's going to become something bigger later.
Exactly.
And people are not thinking about it. There's so many people say, oh, I don't need anything. My blood pressure is under control, my diabetes. And they're proud to tell you that their blood pressure and diabetes is under control. And then years later, they're on dialysis, or they have a heart problem, or they have this. That's where it's coming from. We have to start taking control of our health. And especially in the Black and brown community, our health is just off the chain, as the younger people would say. We have to start being responsible and taking charge of our health. When COVID came around, which demographic did they say was going to be affected the most by COVID?
The black and the brown
community.
and the elderly.
Right. Why did they say that? Because they already know. The elderly was a given. Because once you get past that stage in America, it seemed like everybody's sick. But remember a few months ago, Maria, I had shared that photo that back in the was in the 70s or the 60s? What the elderly looked like in their 80s? They were healthy looking people. No one had a walker. No one was in a wheelchair. Those ladies were all spiffy with their purse and their little heels looking, and they didn't look aged. Like
Oh, yes.
someone
True.
now.
True.
But now you meet someone in their 50s and 60s and they're old looking, they're with a walker, they're in a wheelchair.
Yep.
What
Yep.
happened from that time, whether I don't remember if the photo was from the 50s or 60s to now? Why is it that we're looking this way now? We're looking like a prune or a grape. What happened? What changed in those couple of years, in those decades?
Well, the medical industry changed.
Exactly.
The pharmaceutical industry got greedier. The foods became more contaminated.
Mm-hmm.
The grounds became the dirt where you plant the farms with became more depleted.
Mm-hmm.
The land wasn't allowed to rest for 7 years. They weren't rotating because of greed. So many reasons.
Yeah.
So many reasons. And this is why, like I said, don't be so in love with your doctor. You get high blood pressure at the age of 35, right? This is an example. You get high blood pressure at the age of 35. They put you on a blood pressure medication. So all those years you keep going to the same doctor. Oh, my doctor, yeah, he's got my blood pressure under control. The next thing you know, you've got a kidney issue because blood pressure medication over time will destroy your kidneys. And next thing you know, you got dementia. Okay, it will also bring on dementia. So now you got another medication and another medication. Now you've got side effects. It's drying you out from the inside out. You're drying out, right? So it just leads to just a plethora of other ailments. So that's why you don't want to. At some point, you've got to take your health into your own hands. You don't want the band-aids, like Novelette said. You know, you got this blood pressure medication or this diabetes medication, but you still have diabetes and you still have high blood pressure. You still got a blood pressure issue, and it's still eroding you on the inside. You just have a bandage on it to keep it from suddenly taking you out. But you want to get to the root of the problem. You want to get to the root and eliminate and annihilate the problem. And that really does take courage. You have to have the courage to change. You have to change your lifestyle, change your diets. It starts with what you eat. And it starts with how you learn to manage stress and getting your exercise and drinking your water.
Just leave it. I'll take care of it later.
Thank you, guys. I am presently, I've discovered more about the uses of these supplements, and I'm presently on vitamin D3 and plant calcium, among with MOM and others, so I've seen the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle. And while I'm talking, the other day I had mentioned this lady who had given the MOM. She was not in church on Sunday, but I'm going to give her a call today. And in the same breath, I was speaking with this lady who is well versed where health is concerned. And I promised to get back to her and to my hotline so that we'll have a three-way call. So that's it for me so far. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Miss Sylvie.
You're
No,
most welcome.
Sorry, I'm here speaking. I forgot to unmute myself.
oh, okay. I was wondering. Hey, and did you get the video? Did you get the
Oh,
video?
yes. I'll play it right when I'm about to start on hemoheme. So we covered the vitamin D, we need it for the bones, and it goes on and on. Then the vitamin K. Here, K1, K2. And we have zinc. Now, if we notice, a lot of these mention DNA, right? K is a fat soluble vitamin, and it plays a role in blood clotting and bone metabolism. So we need it for the bone as well. And then the zinc, most people, they say, are deficient in zinc. So it's here in this. It helps, again, the system fight off invading bacteria and viruses. So it's helping the immune system. So when these little viruses and bacteria comes in, you're taking the hemoheme and you have this, that's also helping your system. We are supposed to put things in our body that's going to keep our immune system active and at ample, where when these invaders come in, you know, your body goes to work and do what it's supposed to do to fight it off. It's not that it's going to totally stop these invaders from coming in, but when it comes in, it goes to work. When my daughter was young, I used to like to watch this cartoon. What was it called again? I think it was Chris Rock that narrated it. And it was always showing you what happens in the body with your immune system. And when you know, the flu virus comes in or whatever comes in, it was a great reenactment of showing you how the immune system would take care of these viruses when they come in. I don't know why they got rid of that show. I was absolutely fascinated by watching it. It was a cartoon for kids, but it was so educational on how the immune system works. So this is how that was helping here. And then copper, which we also probably deficient in. Energy production, iron metabolism, tissue formation, brain development. This is a big thing. And here goes another one that's talking about bone, reproduction, blood clotting, and healthy immune system again. Protect yourselves from damage. So it goes on and on. These are all that's in this product. And then this one also talks about reproduction, development, calcium metabolism, bone formation, and brain function again. So we need it. It is so necessary to be taking this plant calcium. Now, as I said, Dr. Joy was saying, like for women at menopausal age, that's what she was saying. For women at menopausal age that are having, oh my God, any type of challenges with menopause, they need to be taking this plant calcium, and she said at least 6 a day. So she said amazing results. But we also have the Sephora-Queen for menopausal health too. So that's it for this one here. Oh, you had sent it by text, right, Maria? Let me send it to my email.
Yeah, I did.
Let me send it to my email so I can share it. Forward. Yeah, guys, any question? While I switch this over so I can share her lovely testimony when we go to hemoheme. Okay, so everyone, every single individual on this call should be on this plant calcium now. Take it at night. You get the best results with it at night. It helps you. Oops.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes, go ahead.
Novelette. How many tablets should we take a day when you have an issue?
Me personally, I take 2 at night. But as I said, Dr. Joy said, if the person have major health challenges, like those women that are suffering severely with menopausal challenges, she said 6 would be good for them. And
so when you take the 6, will it be at night or just?
Well, she did say to take them at night. The reason why it helps you, and for those who might be struggling with their sleep, or what I notice is when I take it, I have like I sleep really well. I don't have a problem with sleep, but I notice when I take it, it's like you go into that deep sleep. It actually somehow helps to put you to sleep, and anything that makes you sleep that way, it's because it's doing repair in your body.
So
It's
you
like,
should take the 6 during before sleeping, and your vitamin D3 altogether.
I take the D3 during the daytime, but the plant I definitely take at night.
Oh, okay.
It's just like when you take the multivitamin, the color food multivitamin, the older one, the balance when you take it for some people, because I know when my daughter started taking it first, that balance, the moment she would take it, 15 minutes later, she's ready to go to sleep. So that balance was doing some repair in her body. And I've heard a few other of my customers, they would report the same thing. So if you, any supplement that you take, and if you get sleepy, just change it to nighttime and take it at night. So when you're sleeping, it can do the repair, because that's basically what it's trying to do.
What about if you have a problem with your stomach, too much tablets, they're too big. And if you take them at night, would you be able to digest it?
Too many tablets, that's what?
If you take the 6 at night, wouldn't be too much for your stomach.
If it bothers you, then I guess take it after you have eaten. But I know when I take mine at night, it doesn't bother my stomach. Have you had anyone, Maria, that says it bothers their stomach when they take it?
The vitamin,
The plant calcium.
the plant calcium?
Mm-hmm.
No, no, you just take it, make sure you drink plenty of, water when you take it down. You don't, you don't want to drink 2 ounces of water. You want to drink, a good amount to get.
Yeah, when you take 2, it's okay. But if you go up to 6, because I think I have to go maybe over 6 because I'm still in pain. So I've been taking 2 every night.
So take what works for you.
Yeah, just take what works for you. And now I personally can't do the 6. I can't, because my body doesn't like it for me. So I'll do 3. Because I'm watching my magnesium intake. We're only supposed to get a certain amount of magnesium a day. And I don't veer from that one in particular. I do not. It's not like the vitamin D. We get a lot of that, because most of us people, brown and black, we don't have enough vitamin D.
Right.
So, but that magnesium, I'm constantly watching that ratio. I want to make sure I get enough, but I certainly don't want to get too much.
Yeah, that's why she said for women who have serious menopausal problems, because that's a serious deficiency that the body's going through. So she did say for women who have serious menopausal challenges.
Right. So yeah. So if you're not having those kinds of serious issues, you can stick with the 2 or 3. I would maybe probably stick with the 2, unless you have a serious problem.
Yeah, I do 2 at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you drink a lot of water with it, it's really going to get the job done. I drink it, and I have a pretty huge bottle that I drink, and then about 15-20 minutes later, I will go ahead and have some. Yeah. Yeah. So here is her mom's testimony. So let's press play.
Yeah.
Mom is walking. I'm not here. She's but that
Very good, Miss Norma. So she wasn't able to really do that, or have the energy to do that, or was she in pain before, Norma?
Yes, ma'am. She really didn't have to get up and go to get out and walk like that. You just do just a walking in the house, which we stay in a small dwelling, so just kind of up and down the hall to the
Mhm.
restroom, to her chair, but this day she was wanting to go outside, and so I did a little video of her, and
That's really good.
she's on the hemohim and the noni and the plant
All
calcium.
right.
Praise God. Praise God.
The
Well,
double
that's
hema noli.
yes.
Yes.
Awesome. And plant calcium.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's strengthening those bones.
Yeah. And for those who have those aches and pain in their joint, let me tell you that plant calcium makes a difference with it as well.
Yeah,
Because
that's
a lot
what I
of
was
times-
asking you, Novelette. You know,
Mhm.
I didn't thought I forgot. I fall 2 weeks ago coming back home walking.
Mhm.
I fall, and since then I've been having pain. So that's why I'm asking if I should have started taking more calcium at night. But I only take 2.
How much do you take? Okay, and you're on the noni as well? I mean the hemo.
Noni, hemoim, plant calcium,
Mhm.
vitamin D.
Well, let me ask
Uh,
you a question, Rose. So where is your pain?
okay, actually, all my body's like all the joints are pain, but mostly because I knocked my knees, and the one who was in pain is like was broken, but it isn't because I'm walking. But
Mhm.
all my joints are painful.
I wish we had our inner collagen, huh, Novelette?
I know.
That would really help with that. But we don't have that at Gmail right now.
Mhm. What?
Mm.
Try taking maybe 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening and see if it makes a difference for you.
Okay,
Because
thank
you
you.
might just need some more of that in your body. See how your body, and let us know.
Yeah, because usually my body, when something is not normal, I feel it.
Okay.
So, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's go to, let me close this out.
Imoim.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Didn't I have the website open? Oh, here it is.
And Miss Rose, also, do you take our B complex?
Yes, I take, okay, Imoim, vitamin C. I even changed now. I have 2000
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
omega
good.
3 complex, B complex, spirulina, plant, calcium, vitamin D. I have a bunch of, and I even taking for the eyes
Mm-hmm.
and for the memory.
So
Okay.
you're taking a lot of things.
All right.
That I was just gonna ask about that. I was just yeah. Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, so we see that. Yeah, you probably need a different approach. Okay,
Thank you.
yes.
All righty.
I'm
So
replenishing myself.
that's right.
Yes.
Keep going. Keep going.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go to Hemoheme. I was just reading the messages in the chat. All right, so Hemoheme, our one standalone product. This is the product. So I'm gonna say this, guys. This is the one product that you give when you meet someone or someone you know comes to you and say, "What do you have for whatever their health challenges are?" Always starts. Hemoheme is the one product we have here that is going to go to the root cause of the problem. The first property people see is that detoxification. Any product that is going to detox, cleanse your body, move the corruption out, or someone say move the junk out, is going to allow your body to heal itself. So as we're taking Hemoheme and we're going to the bathroom, it's moving the colon, and detoxification happens through your colon, your urine, your perspiration. So sometimes as it's coming out through your pores, depending on how acidic your body is, it can also come out your pores. You might have some light skin rash. Some people might have headache, mild, light, mild, severe, depending on the level of their toxicity. Some people might have diarrhea, nausea, constipation, night sweat. The list goes on and on. Anything weird happening to the body, it's from that detoxification. Some people might have pain. So keep that in mind when you are sharing the product. I would recommend that everyone go Google signs of detoxification and have that at hand. So when you introduce someone to hemoheme, you can prepare them for what might happen. Not everyone goes through it. But especially if you have people that's been on prescription drugs for a long time, it's more than likely that they're going to go through that because prescription drugs are acidic. So it's good to have that available. So, and also the disclaimer is this product does not heal or cure anything, and we don't diagnose. It enables the body to do what God created it to do, which is heal itself. As I said, it's cleansing the body, hemo for your blood, it's purifying the blood, the life is in the blood, it's emptying out your colon, it's also building your immune system at the same time, building a strong defense. It also protects you from radiation. There was a video way back when, I have to go find it, and it was showing you, you know, the little defense around your body from that. It's a very, very old video. I need to try to find that video. Because it was created for scientists that were dying from radiation poisoning. So it also helps to protect the body from radiation. So anyway, so let's cover some of the...
And it helps to lower your A1C too.
Yes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all that.
Because remember, Novelette, before we got the other products we had at Gmall
Mm-hmm.
for
Yes,
diabetes,
touching on that. Yes.
we had the hemoheme,
Hemoheme.
and it
Yeah.
was lowering the A1C very
Yeah.
effectively, very effectively.
For me, I've never offered any of those products that's on the ATG mall for high blood pressure or high blood sugar or any of that. My people use hemoheme and they've always gotten results. Because for me personally, I don't want my people spending all that extra money if it's not necessary. So I've always just stuck to hemoheme. I've had people with the blood sugar up there at 400. They take the hemoheme and in no time they're like, oh my gosh, my blood sugar is back to normal. My blood pressure is back to normal. Oh, and mentioning blood pressure. Sometimes when you're detoxing, your blood pressure can spike. It might go up for a day or 2 or 3, but it will come back down. Because that's also part of detoxing, or the blood sugar might climb, but it will normalize. So yes, my people only use hemoheme and they got the results. So I never really added those products. So it's not a big deal to me that they're not available because I never offered those to my people. Because when I started, we didn't have ATG Mall. We didn't have those products. So I just stuck with the same products I've been using. For me, if it's not broken, I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to add something else to the list of products for them to buy when hemoheme does the job. That's how I look at it. So thank you for reminding me that, Maria. So guys, don't panic. The only thing we're missing is that, I'm sorry, that we do not have the Finezyme, we do not have the collagen, we do not have the microbiome, probiotics, and there's something else over there that
all of the children's supplements and the children's body products.
Exactly. Those are what I am not happy about. So yeah. So hemoheme, as we said, hemo, the name hemoheme is short for hemoglobin. And we know it helps to regulate the immune system. But let's go to, it activates the NK cell. Well, I'll skip that because I'm going to play a video that shows all of that. Let's go into the 3 main plants and then go from there. Let's just skip this here. So Angelica radica, it's a plant used to make medicine. And it is in some of the prescription drugs that we're buying. It's just that they add things to it. When they take plants from nature, then they add all these toxic things to it. So it is used for heartburn, intestinal gas, loss of appetite, anorexia, circulation problem, runny nose, nervousness, plaque, and trouble sleeping. So that's why some people that, I've had people that have had problems sleeping, they'll say, oh my gosh, I had the best sleep when I took that hemoheme. Then coumadin officially used as a herbal drug in the treatment of pain, inflammation, menstrual disturbance, and anti-vitamin deficiency disease, also acts as a blood pressure depression. In addition, there are several reports suggesting that they might have pharmacology property to tumor, and that they act as an inhibitor for high glucose-induced proliferation. And according to studies, it has also been found to be useful as a herbal medicine for cancer chemo prevention. And the patent on the US patent on it is for its anti-cancer property. So if you guys are new and you do not have the patent information, you should go research it and have it to share. So when you're sharing with individuals, they'll see that this is not a fly-by-night product. In the company profile video, they said it now has 23 patents globally. Okay, Phaeana japonica is a plant found in northern Japan. This plant is used for gout, osteoarthritis, fever, respiratory tract illness, and cough. It is also used for menstrual cramp, polycystic ovarian syndrome, premenstrual syndrome. It is also used for viral hepatitis. So ladies, when you have your teenagers that's having major cramps and all of that, you can use this for it, because my daughter uses hemoheme along with the sanitary napkins. No more cramping, no excessive clotting. She just goes through it. She said sometimes if it wasn't for the bleeding, she wouldn't even remember she's having it, compared to back then when she suffered so much. So yes, so liver cirrhosis, upset stomach, muscle cramping, hardening of the artery. Used for spasm, whooping cough, epilepsy, nerve pain, migraine headache, chronic fatigue syndrome. And the list goes on and on as we hear the testimonies of all the different things you can use hemoheme for. So this is an excellent product. And again, I will say, it doesn't matter what the health challenges are, start with hemoheme, because it is the only product we have that is going to address the root cause of the problem. And it doesn't matter what type of cancer it is. Cancer is cancer. It's just where does it pop up, why it has a different name, but it doesn't matter. So let me go to the video. This is a great video as well. If you guys don't have it, you can go to hemoheme. The name is right here. And it's always posted in the Momentum Morning Chat. So let me play it.
Hi, today we're going to talk about hemoheme, the U.S. patents that it holds, and go through some studies on the health benefits. Hemoheme can benefit people's health in a variety of ways, as you can see here, and the studies that we'll look at a little bit later will talk about many of these. Hemoheme was developed by the South Korean government to aid the immune systems and general health of their nuclear scientists who were being exposed to a lot of radiation. Radiation is one of the things that can have a very detrimental effect on your immune system. And these are the proprietary ingredients that hemoheme is made up of. And what these ingredients do is they help to activate natural killer or NK cells. These are the cells that go out and directly destroy the harmful cells and pathogens in the body. It activates your other immune cells and creates cytokine, which helps
sorry, I didn't unmute myself. I paused it for if you are new and you do not have the patent information, it's on the screen right now. If you're on your phone, take a screenshot. If you're on your computer, use your phone to take a photo of it. This comes in very handy when you're sharing with individuals. Because you can say, this is not a fly-by-night product because it costs a lot to get a patent. Now, this is only 7, but it now has 23. But at least you'll have these to share. Okay, so I would assume everyone already got it to get the photo of it. So let's continue.
Regulate the immune response. There's a list of patents here from different countries in the world, but if you take a look at the one on the bottom there for the USA and that number and punch it into the Patent Office website, you will be able to pull up all the patent information about HemoHim as well as the...
Take a photo of this as well.
what it's used for. And there's some highlights of them here just displayed that you can dig into at the Patent Office itself. But the main things here to look at here are how it helps with the immune system. It activates the B cells. These are the white blood cells and produce proteins called antibodies that bind selectively to antigens. Finally, HemoHim also activates your T cells, another white blood cell. These ones recognize antigens and substances that prompt an immune response.
This FIFA World Cup, Verizon is bringing fans as close to the action as I like to be. Close.
Inside all of us lurks a serial killer. A killer whose primary function is to kill and then kill again. These are cytotoxic T cells, a specialized member of our white blood cells. They patrol our bodies, identifying and destroying virally infected and cancer cells. And they do so with remarkable precision and efficiency. There are about 5 million T cells in a teaspoon of our blood, engaged in the ferocious and unrelenting battle to keep us healthy. These amorphous blobs move around quite rapidly, pushing out their leading edge and probing their environment as they go. When a cytotoxic T cell finds a cancer cell, membrane protrusions rapidly explore the surface of the cell, checking for the telltale signs of cancer. They kill their targets using poisonous proteins visible here in red. These cytotoxic granules move down special pathways in the cell called microtubules to the interface between the T cell and the cancer cell. The T cell punctures the surface of the cancer cell and delivers its deadly cytotoxins. This is very important in our bodies, where cells are packed together, as it focuses the lethal hit on the target and minimizes collateral damage to the neighboring healthy cells. The fate of the cancer cell is sealed. The T cell then moves on, hungry to find another victim.
Now, if you go to the National Library of Medicine, located at pubmed.gov, the address is located in the upper left. Type in the word HemoHim. There will be 16 results of different studies that have been done on HemoHim on a variety of things that we're all going to go through here in a moment. Now, I'm going to give a quick summary of each of the studies, but feel free to pause the screen if you want to read a little bit more information, or if you really want to get a lot of information, this is where you're going to want to go. So with that, let's take a look at the first study here briefly. This is a study done that shows the potential to treat pulmonary inflammatory diseases such as COPD. These are things that are becoming more and more prevalent in society. Usually they require people to have like a CPAP machine, other medications to help them breathe properly. Another one is a study on how it can mediate dendritic cells. This helps with your immune response. Another cell, again, that modulates immune cell activity and cytokine secretion. So again, that's helping to boost the immune system's effectiveness. An anti-inflammatory effect. This affects a lot of different types of inflammation that might occur throughout the body. That's pretty prevalent. Is a result of allergies, diseases, bad diets, things like that. Radiotherapy, chemotherapy, these types of radiation treatments that are used on cancer patients. So just like those South Korean scientists, even though they're treating cancer, it's still it's harmful to the immune system in general. So anything that can help benefit and help sustain the immune system for treatments like these is great. For diabetics, when you think about the pancreatic beta cells, that's what that funny B means, is beta. It's been shown to have the potential to lower glucose and modulate the immune agents there. When we talk about chemotherapy and the anti-tumor effects of what chemotherapy can do, it can also help be beneficial to that and enhance that efficiency. If you or know somebody that has gastritis or suffers from gastric ulcers, which are very painful, Hemohim has been shown to be a potential candidate to treat that. As we age, as mammals age, just like these mice here, the immune system, you have concern about that, to dig into those details. Intestinal injury can occur following a radiation. So again, this is another, usually you're going to encounter this these days with chemotherapy and radiotherapy. So, anything that can help reduce that intestinal injury helps with the digestive system as a result. Allergic airway inflammation, another one very prevalent with people who have allergies, asthma, especially asthma triggered by allergies. That's all going to cause inflammation within your airways. Makes it difficult to breathe. This one here is going to look at the immune response and how it's going to be regulated better by the use of Hemohim. Another study, this one's on anti-obesity agent and being able to have some treatment in obesity there. That would be a good study to take a look at if that interests you. And finally, another one here where it's beneficial for anti-cancer treatments and to help with reducing adverse effects of those treatments. So definitely another one to take a look at if that interests you as well. So Hemohim itself is only available to the general public through the Atomy online store. There might be some
Okay, so I just posted in the chat the link for those who might interested in getting that link for this video I just shared. And let me stop sharing. So guys, go get it now, because I know later on, individuals will say I can't get to it anymore. It's right there, available now. I also posted in the Momentum morning chat. So it's 10 after 11. Are there any questions? Anything anyone want to discuss before we go? I'm not going to go much longer this morning.
Novelette, I just remembered, if you are taking the plant calcium and you've got joint pain and you still feel like you've got pain, try taking it with the omega-3.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because the omega-3, that's going to reduce that the inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so take it with the omega-3, because that'll help, and it's going to help to build back that synovial fluid between your joints.
Mm-hmm.
That cause that joint. If you don't have any fluid in there, it's going to cause that joint bone on bone pain.
Yes.
So yeah, so the omega-3, if we do have a good omega-3. Ms. Rose, I didn't know. I heard you mention a lot of things. Are you taking the omega-3?
Yes,
Okay. When do you take it?
I've started from when I get in Atomy with a
No.
phosphate.
No.
What time of day do you take it?
Oh, in the morning.
Okay, take it at night when you take your plant calcium.
Mhm.
because those two work synergistically together.
Yes.
They
Okay.
work together because that's going to help to reduce that inflammation. The plant calcium is going to build your bones.
Mhm.
It's going to build back your bones and everything, but the omega-3 is going to help to reduce that inflammation, and it's going to help to with the lubrication, because it's like oil. You know how you oil the squeaky door?
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, if the door is stuck or something, or a squeaky,
Yeah.
you know, you're going to put that oil in there. So do that. Take that together. And then also, if you still feel like you're having joint pain after that, just eat like fatty fish, you know,
Mhm.
a good
Salmon.
healthy
Okay.
wild caught fish,
Oh.
you know,
Okay.
And
not
how
that
many do
farm
you
raised stuff.
take? How much do you take, Rose?
Omega-2.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes I take more than two. You know,
Right. I was
I
gonna
take more than
say,
two.
yeah, I was gonna say maybe take 2 in the morning and then 2 in the evening when you
Evening.
take
Okay.
the
Oh,
calcium.
Yeah,
yeah.
and see how that does you, because I'm thinking that might be, you might be
Yep.
taking it at the not at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but definitely take it when you take your plant calcium at night, because you
Mhm.
know when we go to sleep at night, that's when our body begins to reboot itself. So if you've given it something to work with to help it along, that's
Mm-hmm.
all even better.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Miss Norma? Hello, Miss Norma.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm here. I'm sorry. Okay, someone had texted me a question. I think they were trying to get through but couldn't. But their question is, what happens to a person that gets on disability because of their health issues, and they're taking the products and they're getting results from diabetes, high blood pressure, and they no longer need any medication? Have you had anyone that has happened to? And I think their question is, what happens to your disability, like as far as they take you off disability because your health has gotten better? I think that's what their concern was.
That is tricky.
that's a tricky one. Now,
Yeah,
I would think the disability will go away if they're no longer sickly and disabled. But for me, I would rather, that's me, I'm speaking for myself. I'm gonna prefer having my health any day over keeping disability.
yeah, that's true.
That's just me.
And listen, disabilities don't just come up on us unless we're in an accident or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if in order to make a complete change, you have to have a change in lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You can take all the supplements you want, and you know, but if you're not changing your diet, is and you know, drinking more water, getting more exercise, getting more fresh air, sitting in the sun, doing all of those things. So it's a holistic approach.
Yeah.
It's a holistic approach. So yes, you can lower your blood pressure and normalize it, but I doubt if your doctor will remove you and dismiss you from disability, because in the
Right.
first place they don't really believe that things work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
What is the
um,
person doctor saying? Did she say, Miss Norma?
Okay,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Repeat that for me.
So what is she saying the doctor is saying?
Well, I think this was, I don't know if this is a person that's considering getting on the products, and this was a question that
it's
that
a
they
hypothetical question.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
they're
that they
wondering.
asked.
Okay, they're
So
wondering.
Yeah.
and so
Okay.
what I did is I did text the person back and say, is this person of retirement age? Because if they are, of course, you know, they can't mess with their social security, but there are some people that have had to retire early because of, you know, the medical concerns. So they're
Mm-hmm.
getting disability. So that's what I was waiting to get back that response. Yes,
Yeah,
They
it's
need to
not.
make sure that they've had a complete change in lifestyle that's not going to bring back on that disability. Even if you're on these supplements, we've had people that get on hemohab and they were doing great while they were on it, but they got off of it too soon and their situation repeated itself. Their health issue came back. So they need to make sure it's a complete and thorough, lifestyle change, along with you want to stay on your hemoham and whatever else you're supplementing with for maintenance purposes, only because of the environment and everything that's in the air, what's in the food. And sometimes it's hard to try to find organic food, and it costs more. Everybody can't make a garden. They don't, live in have a yard or, some land where they can have their own garden. So it's hard. It's not the easiest thing. So just make sure it's a complete lifestyle change. Of course, no one wants to be on disability. We don't like to be disabled, but you also want to make sure that you're just looking out for yourself all the way around.
But it sounds like this person's question is that they're concerned about losing their disability. Am I correct, Miss Norma?
That is correct.
Yeah, they're concerned about getting better and losing their disability.
Well, I think I just addressed that answer, though. You can be concerned, but you make sure, first of all, if you have to make it has to be a complete change. You're not going to lose your disability. Your doctor is rare. It's very rare that a doctor will take you off of disability, because that's really, you have to get a doctor's notification to Social Security or whoever to take you off of your disability. So they're rarely, I'm saying it's just rare that they do that, because they're not even sure that you're healed. If you go in and your blood pressure is good, but your diabetes is good, they're pretty much not going to take you off. But unless you're a senior citizen, you don't want to be on disability. You want to be able to go out and work and get ahead in life. Being on disability can be very limiting, especially to a young person. If you spend 20 years on disability, you maybe get on at 30, and by the time you're 50, you're still on disability. Those are like all those years when you could have gotten ahead. You could have been making money in your business or in your job, and bought property, built up your investment portfolio and all of that. If you're young.
Because you're going to be stuck in that same lifestyle forever. As Maria said, if you're young, if you restore your health and that should go away, that's an opportunity for you to really get the life you want. Basically, that's God given a do-over. But we have had people where they do regain their health. But as Maria also said, a lot of people take the product and they start feeling great. They're able to move around and do things before. Then they stop taking the Elohim because, as a lady said to me, honey, your product took care of my health. But she didn't change the lifestyle. She continued to eat the same way. She continued with the same bad habits. And of course, it came back. It's not that the product did not work. It's the fact that she got the results, so she stopped. But she never changed the food she was putting in that brought on the health challenge in the first place. She continued to do the same thing that she did before that brought on those problems. So as you heard Maria say, lifestyle change, that's what we teach to people. It's not just about giving them the product and say, hey, take this, it's going to do that. We actually push lifestyle change. As Miss Carol said, you go in the home and you see if they're close by. You see what's in there. They need to detox the home. Not just about the toxic product they're using, but also what's your diet like? What are you drinking? Because most of the juices on the market, they're toxic. Me personally, I don't buy juice at the store. I make my own. Like I bought this nice watermelon yesterday coming from church with seeds, and I'm going to be juicing it with some ginger, making me some watermelon juice. Or, whatever I want to use to make.
And we just pulled some watermelon from the garden that we're doing the same thing here. But if you take let's say a person has cancer and they get on hemoham and they stay on it for 6 months or even 3 months or even 2 months, and they go back to the doctor and the cancer is gone.
Mhm.
It's gone. Okay, and then in the meantime, they were on disability. They got on disability. Okay, so now the cancer is gone. It's like, oh, I don't need to. They go back to the Social Security office. Oh, I don't need the disability, but cancer is gone. Okay, so well, they're not going to take you off immediately anyway, you know. But then when you okay, so now they go back to their old eating habits that caused the cancer anyway. Let's say it was prostate cancer. So this man was always constipated. Why?
Mhm.
Because he didn't eat right. He didn't eat enough vegetables. He didn't drink enough water. He would only have maybe like 8 ounces of water all day long. So every time he would eat, fattening foods, lots of carbs, lots of sugar, um, lots of greasy food. So now he's got all this stuff compacted in his colon and is pressing down and leaching the poisons that's in that food into his prostate area, and his cancer comes right on back
Mhm.
because he did not make the lifestyle change. While he was on the hemohim, he really didn't make a change, too much of a change in the first place. But the hemohim killed the cancer. So when he got off of the hemohim, he said, "Oh, I don't need this hemohim anymore. It costs too much money." So now here it is. The cancer comes back. It comes back because he doesn't have the hemohim to kill it. And let's say it comes back. Maybe it took a few years, but now he's older.
Yeah.
He's in an older body that naturally begins to slow down. So now he has to change his diet. He can't just do hemohim. He's got to change his diet now.
Yeah.
And so it's those kinds of scenarios. So it does require a complete lifestyle change.
Yes,
It
does.
does. These products work, but you got to work with it. Stop fighting. We have to stop fighting what we're trying to fix.
Yeah. Okay. Apartment 111. I don't see any other hand raised or question. But guys, as Maria said, the product work, we just have to make a lifestyle change. Just remember, if we continue to do the same thing over and over, you're going to get the same results. The moment you get diagnosed with a problem, the first thing you need to say to yourself is, what brought this on? What do I need to change to reverse this problem? Instead of saying, oh, I went to the doctor and he gave me this great medication and you're taking the medication and that's it. That's just a Band-Aid. Your first question is for you to say, wow, what did I do to cause my pH to move from the alkaline state to the acidic state? Because that's exactly what it is. The moment you've been diagnosed with any type of health challenge is you are acidic. You are no longer in the alkaline stage because it says that alkaline body will never come down with any sickness or disease. So that's the first question. Start doing your investigation. What am I eating? What am I drinking? Or what am I not drinking? Am I not drinking enough water? Exercise makes a huge difference. All these things matter. So just take stock and you will always find out what brought on your health challenges, if you have any at all, like the basic one of diabetes, high blood pressure. That's a big sign right there that you are chronically dehydrated. Because as your body becomes dehydrated, your blood thickens up. And then the heart has to work harder, double, triple time to pump that thick blood through your entire body. That blood goes all around continuously, and your poor heart is struggling to move that thick blood. And that's where a lot of health sickness challenges start, from dehydration, because that's how you flush your system That's how the body stays alkaline, because you're drinking enough water, you're gonna constantly be flushing out the toxic. If you're not bombarding with your body with toxicity all day by drinking sodas and Gatorade and seltzer water or whatever, flavored water, all those things are a killer. And the list goes on and on. So just take stock of what you're doing and keep a check on your health. Anyway, that's it for me today. It's 11:27. So guys, we will say thank you for being here, all 22 of us.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, my auntie wanted to ask a question.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on, she's here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Tino Agboola, and I've been listening with Brother Cleo here, Brother Francis. Do you have, apart from the hemoim, a packet for females, like that encompasses like calcium, vitamin, or what a female need? Let's just say female over 50, so that you won't have to go get one here, one there, and one there. Do you have a combination packet for that?
We have everything right here. You can put your own package together. Where's the website? So for female, hemoheme, and Maria, you're there in case I miss hemoheme. Are you having menopausal challenges as well?
No, no. I'm way past menopause, but I do have. I'm on medication for high blood pressure. I would like to reduce my cholesterol, but that's really mainly. I've been taking hemoheme 1 packet a day.
Okay, it's actually recommended 2 a day.
Yeah,
So-
that's what he said. He just told me.
Okay, so
Yeah.
hemoheme, omega-3. Are you taking the vitamin C?
No, I'm really not on any medication.
These are supplements, not medication.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
These are food for the body. So since you're
I
asking
understand.
about what package we would recommend, I would say
Uh-huh.
omega-3 for the cholesterol, the 2,000 milligram vitamin C, the D3, the plant calcium. These are just daily things that I feel that we need. The probiotics for our gut health. What did I miss? Let me see what else is here that I missed. Maria?
Well, I
Yeah.
always think if the pomegranate beauty is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It helps with a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
And yes. What's your name?
My name is Tinu.
Shanu. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, so so from what I understand, you don't want to take a lot of different things. You want one item.
Yeah, I don't like taking a whole lot of
Actually,
stuff.
she said a package. She said a package.
Well,
If one item, hemoheme and noni, right?
right.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, continue with the hemoheme and then take the omega-3. We all want to just be able to take one item. We
Okay.
do,
Yeah, so
but we
that
have
hemoheme.
9 systems in the body.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
9 systems.
Mm-hmm.
You got your circulatory, your reproductive, your pulmonary, all of these different systems, your endocrine system. I'm not going to name all of them, but we have 9 of them. So they all need to be addressed. And it would be great if we could just take one thing. We almost could take one thing, which would be hemoheme.
Okay.
But you still need nutrients. Your body needs nutrients. Hemoheme does not provide nutrients. It's not a mineral, and it's not a vitamin.
Right.
So that's why you can't. Yes, I would love to just be able to take one and done.
But it's not.
Right?
Yeah, it's not ample for the body. Now,
Right.
if we had access to the multivitamin, that would be great. That multivitamin would be great.
Exactly. But we don't have access. But what about the liquid one that we had that you open up, the one in the pouch, Novelette?
Oh, this one here. I guess you could kind of supplement this for the multivitamin for what it does. So this is great, but I would definitely recommend you do take the vitamin C because you need it to help absorb iron when you take that hemoheme. But this one here, you add it to water and it has a lot.
Yeah, I'll do the hemoheme twice a day, and I'll see about the omega-3 and vitamin C.
She said about the cholesterol. She may take the pure tea as well.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry?
the cholesterol, the
She-
omega-3 is going to help with that
Yeah,
cholesterol.
the
That's why we
omega-3,
recommended
yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm. The omega. What I just covered, those few supplements, it's not a lot. Truly, as we get up in our age, we really need to put a lot back in our bodies. That's why as women, we come down with a lot of health challenges as we get older. Especially if you've had kids. Have you had kids?
My kids are all grown.
Yeah. How many children did you have?
I had 3.
Okay. So remember, us, we carry the next generation in our bodies and they take so much from us. So that is why, especially women that have had kids, we tend to have a lot of health challenges later because we're not packing back things in our bodies. So as we get older, all of that starts to show on us. We start coming down with all type of health challenges. So the few products that I just covered, I don't think it's a lot for what we're trying to do for our health. So I would recommend that you consider it because those products are really the basic for your health. Like the B complex we need.
Yeah, definitely that B complex.
This is a necessity, especially for us women.
Especially.
Yeah.
The omega, the vitamin C, this 2000, the D3, people of color, we need it. The plant calcium, and this on the omega. I don't think it's a lot at all.
Now, let me ask you a question. Maybe you answered already, but is there a particular health concern you're trying to address? Maybe you answered.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Just
I
to be
did.
healthy.
If you have any questions, you need a health consultation, you could give me a call. I put my number in the chat for you.
All right.
So.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna end it here today because it's now 11:34. Let me see, there's 2 in the chat. No more questions. We're gonna go. What is this here? Let's see what was posted. Oh, what product was this that she posted? Okay. All righty. So that's it for today, guys. Who can see your message? I'm trying to see what did you post, Sabrina? Was it one of the multivitamins? I can't see.
Let me see. Hold on.
I can't see which one it was.
Okay, let me see. I don't see it. Oh, wait a minute. It's the
Yeah, I got the link.
Oh, the multi-pack for women. Okay. Yeah, that's over on the other mall that we no longer have access to.
Right. Yeah, we don't have that.
I got the one that you sent.
Yeah. Okay, guys, tomorrow is Nick. Come with your questions in the back office. And I think tonight, if you guys go on the regular call, I believe they're going to be covering the new compensation plan. So if you guys are not aware, you should go on there and find out.
There's a new compensation plan, you guys.
So I would recommend you guys go take a look at it tonight. Or go in your back office and take a look. If you don't want to do that, just get on the Zoom tonight. All righty. Have a blessed day, oh, let me stop recording.